Hi, my name is Adam Simpson, and in this video we're going to learn how to make little stuffed monster dolls like this guy. I'm doing this as part of my Eagle Scout project. We're going to be making these little monsters to donate them to an organization called Hearts Knit Together. They're a group that works with refugees and helps them out by giving them gift baskets and things. So these little monsters will go to refugee children and things like that. These little guys are really easy to make. They only take about 2.5 to 3 hours per monster. Unless you're really good at sewing, they can take under 2 hours. And they don't require very many materials as well. All you need is some soft felt, or preferably fleece, for the body. Some other felt or fleece for the body parts, the features on it. Some thread, some sewing needles, a few of these little straight pins, some stuffing. Polyester fiber fill is what this is, but any stuffing works. And then also some paper, pencil, and scissors, and then you're good to go. So to start out, you're going to want to take a piece of paper, just an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and you're going to draw the outline of your monster. It can really be anything that you want. Any kind of monster design at all, as long as it's cute. And also you want to avoid having really skinny parts, because the skinnier they are, the harder it is to stuff it when you're done. So try to prevent skinny extensions. And then you're going to cut it out and make your paper outline. So this is the outline for this little guy right here. As soon as you cut out the outline for your monster, you're going to take it and you're going to put it on 2 layers of fleece like that, and you're going to use your safety pin, or your straight pins, to pin it on there. You're going to make sure to pin through all the layers of the fleece so that the paper stays on and the fleece stays together while you cut around your outline. When you cut around the outline, you want to make sure to try to use the bottom edge of the scissors, because as you go up to the top, it gets hard to cut through the fleece. So try to use the bottom as much as possible, and be very careful as you cut out around the fleece, because this is going to be what your monster looks like. As soon as you're done cutting around your outline, here's what you've got. You can take out the pins, and then you're left with a couple pieces of fleece, like that. This is going to be your monster. So once you're done with that, separate the 2 pieces and decide which one you want to be the front, and take that one aside. This is what you're going to put the features on, like eyes and mouth and things. So take your other pieces of fabric, whatever colors you want, and you're going to cut out little pieces to make the eyes and the mouth and things like that. Okay, so your pieces should end up looking a little something like this. Here's an eye, a pupil, and it kind of goes like that. Here's an example of a mouth. It can be anything. And so they just go on like this, kind of like that. And then you'll take them and you'll sew the pupils on, you'll sew the pieces onto this one piece of fabric. Don't sew it onto both, just sew them onto the top. Now, as soon as you're done sewing all of the facial features on, it should look something like this. And then you're going to take that piece and you're going to put it back on your other piece of felt. Use these straight pins to keep them together so that they stay together while you sew, because it's vital that they stay together so that your monster looks good in the end. You're then going to sew these 2 pieces together. But be careful. Decide in the beginning what part you're going to leave open, because you have to stuff the stuffing in. So sew all the way except for a gap, maybe 2 or 3 inches wide, and you're going to leave that part unsewn so that you can stuff the stuffing in and then sew it back later. A quick note about sewing your monster. For one thing, the color of thread you use is okay. You might want to use thread that blends in with the color of the body, but if you do use contrasting thread, that can be cool, as long as you try to make the stitches look nice, because they'll be visible. And also you want to use a kind of stitch called the whip stitch, which is a stitch that goes puts the thread outside of the monster, and that's going to make the stuffing a lot less likely to fall out. Now that you've sewn around the edges of the monster and left your gap, our gap is down here at the legs, you take the stuffing and you stuff it into the monster. And you can take it in handfuls, however much you think. Usually it's good to tear it up a little bit to smaller pieces. Then you can kind of take it and you can use your hand for the big parts. But then if you need to get into little nooks and crannies like this horn, you can take a pencil with the eraser side or with the pointy side and take the stuffing and kind of stuff it in. And so you do that, and you want to get a lot of stuffing in your monster so that it's nice and soft for the kids. And As soon as you're done with that stuffing, as soon as you have a good amount, you can take and you can finish sewing the rest of your monster. Now, once you finish stuffing your monster and sewing back up the gap, he's done. You have a completed monster, cute and lovable. Thank you for watching this video. Go forth, make lots of cute monsters with your families, with your friends, with whoever you want. It's fun, it's enjoyable, they're cute, it's for a good cause. Thank you. Bye.